What's up, everybody?
Oh, we're already on?
Yeah, we're on.
Nice. Thanks for telling me.
Episode 5 of Mental. We have a rip-roaring show today.
Well, you're going to set the bar fucking high, aren't you?
I'm sure why.
Shit.
We have some topics this time at least, so I guess that's a little better than
You want
normal.
to start with that real
We
hot
just come in
one
and
we're
raw
talking about?
dog it usually.
Yeah, we do. we kind of do. Did you want to talk about that hot one you mentioned before we got on?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets
Oof.
for the second time in what, 20 years. The Packers have traded a shitty old quarterback to the New York Jets.
Well, the Jets will do well then, right?
You know, they might. They actually might.
Yeah.
They went. Their Super Bowl odds went up like insane. They went up to their odds are the same as the Cowboys right now to win the Super Bowl. But they're still not the favorites to win their division. The Buffalo Bills are still the favorites to win the division, which I find interesting because personally, I think the Bills are going to step back. We're in New York, so I'm going to get shit for this. I think the Bills are going to take a step back, and I think both the Dolphins and the Jets will be better than the Bills this year. That's my.
But there's so much. Is that because there's so much parity in the league that you can say that?
There's like no parity in the
There's
NFL.
none. Okay.
The the
I don't
NFL's
know enough about the NFL.
the NFL's like the opposite of like every other league, really.
Okay.
I think on average there's 9 teams in the playoffs that didn't make the playoffs last year, or there's 9 teams that are the opposite of what they were. I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
So there's not a lot of parity in the NFL. I mean, there's like blue bloods that are always going to be good.
Yeah.
At least, like the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be in the playoffs. The Bengals are probably going to be in the playoffs. I mean, there's teams that you know are going to win, aren't going to win, but this trade's it's interesting. It's really interesting.
How old is he?
Oh God, now you're putting me on the spot. 39, I think.
Okay. So he's old.
Yeah, he's an older quarterback. I think he's got 3 years left on his contract. He's I don't like it at all personally. I'm
You're not a
like
big Jets fan, though, right? Not really.
well, I love the Jets when they drafted Sam Darnold. My guy Sam Darnold.
Right.
I have an autographed jersey back there. I just realized it's not actually on camera.
Well, yes, it is. 'Cause
Oh, that's
now
true. We have the overhead cam.
new overhead fun camera
Yeah.
that we're gonna weave in for this episode.
So we
see how
can-
it goes.
That's good. We can
Yeah.
switch to it when I point up there.
Mitch wanted to show off all his cool
Knickknacks,
knickknacks and crap
Yeah.
in the background. So.
and you can see more of our lovely persons.
Well, I think it's just something different, right? They
Yeah.
only see us like this.
Like, yeah.
So give them a little bit different view.
It's
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
But I'm a big Aaron Rodgers hater. That's more of what it is. I acknowledge how good he is at football, but I hate him. I hate almost everything about
That's
him.
pretty strong. Why hate?
I don't like people that which is a little odd for me personally. But
'Cause to me, hate is like Trevor Bauer. That's hate.
okay, well if we're putting that category in, then I guess I don't hate Aaron
Okay,
Rodgers.
you just dislike.
But really strongly.
Oh.
Like he's like the tier below hate, I guess, if that's the standard that we're putting it at, is like Trevor Bauer.
Wow. So let me get this straight. Trevor Bauer can beat up on hookers right here.
Hey,
What? That's
sex.
what happened?
No, you're not supposed to call them hookers.
Oh, okay,
They're,
you're right. You're right. Sorry,
they're
everybody.
professional sex
Professional
workers.
sex workers.
Yeah,
Almost the same thing.
but one's derogatory.
Is it?
I think so.
Is that new?
I don't think so. I think that's always been.
Okay.
Normally, you don't
Well,
say
anyways,
positive things
You
about
can't
hookers.
escape this. So that's there, and then Aaron Rodgers is right there.
I mean, in the
Sorry, I don't mean to belabor it.
in the
It
tiers.
just sounds really strong.
in the tiers, if we're talking about tiers, it's like a spectrum. There's the tier of hate, and Trevor Bauer's all the way. He's pretty close to the top of the hate tier. And then there's like the strongly disliked tier, and Aaron Rodgers is at the top of that one.
Oh.
So they have a whole tier separating them, but they're neck and neck
I think we're gonna have to build a list.
of like people I
Like
hate.
Mitch's hate list.
That's fine.
Yeah. You guys write this shit down.
Andy Reid is up there. I don't like Andy Reid, and I'm like one of the very few people that says that.
Hmm.
I just don't like Andy Reid at all. I was about to compare him to someone that I can't compare him to.
You can't be mean for me and say, you got to be real, right?
I don't like Andy Reid.
Okay.
Like, at all.
But you got to
Aaron
say why.
Rodgers,
You can't just
Andy
say I
Reid.
don't like somebody or I hate them.
Andy
You
Reid,
gotta have something.
to my knowledge, one of his sons is in jail or deceased.
Okay, well, that's not him.
Right. His other son was leaving the team facility that he coaches. He was also a coach for the team. His other son was leaving a facility that he coaches on Adderall and alcohol and permanently paralyzed a 8-year-old girl forever.
No, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
And you're these kids' parents.
Yeah,
He also drafted, or he also has, Kareem Hunt on his team. He has, there's a whole list, and now I'm blanking. Now that I'm on the spot, I'm not a huge fan of the Chiefs as a whole. But you could say the same thing about pretty much almost any NFL organization, I suppose.
So, you would love to see Tank Davis like body punch Aaron Rodgers, is what you would say.
No, I don't think I'd go that far with. I don't think I'd go that far with Aaron Rodgers hate.
Come on, I was trying
I
to
don't
set
wanna
up
see-
as a really cool fight.
I don't think that'd be a cool fight. Davis would beat the shit out of Aaron Rodgers. But I have like respect for Aaron Rodgers. I just don't like him. I don't like his personality, I guess, is more of what it is.
Yeah.
So I guess I put it up too high that I like hate him.
That's why I said that. I'm like,
whatever.
Jesus, man,
Whatever.
That's a lot of hate.
He treated, which, I mean, I guess it's fair because the NFL has treated players like shit forever, but he has treated the Green Bay Packers like shit for the last 4 years, and it's wild.
But NFL players they've done some pretty wacky shit.
NFL players have the
and
worst.
If we really go for it, I mean, we've had shootings inside of strip clubs, right?
That was a long time ago.
Right, yeah, it still happened. Right? We've had dog fights.
Yeah.
Right. What else have we had? We've had probably several occurrences of some sort of sexual abuse, right? I'm sure that's
a lot. There's domestic abuse and child abuse and there's multiple murders. O.J. Simpson murder.
Right.
Aaron Hernandez's murder.
NFL's kind
Yeah.
of people.
I think you could say the same about all of them.
It's all of them. Yeah.
But
all of them are something. They all have something.
The NFL has the worst CPA of all of the
What do you mean CPA?
or CBA, sorry, collective bargaining agreement.
Why? What's so bad about it?
The owners have all of the power in the NFL,
Oh.
as opposed to like most of the other leagues, how they're
Isn't
switching.
That like that
Yeah.
kind of in the NBA too? Don't they have a lot
No,
of-
NBA, it's all players.
Oh, okay.
The owners have like all. I don't know. Maybe I misspoke. The owners have all of the power in the NFL. Yeah.
Huh.
Where like the NBA, baseball, like it's starting to switch over.
So they're
to
players.
players.
Like,
Yeah, they like you can get cut in the NFL just for shits and giggles, and you don't get money or anything. Like you're just done.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Well, I think we killed Aaron Rodgers to death.
I mean, I could talk a lot more about it.
We even threw Tank Davis at him.
Well, I mean, I don't think we're throwing Davis at anybody. Did you see that knockout?
Yeah, right before we got on the podcast.
I was trying to tee you up and be like, yeah, I watched it.
That's why it was so
I
awesome.
know,
That's why
I know you
referencing
watched it. I was sitting
it was
here.
so damn cool. Like I think they even missed it because the video that I saw of it was just a still image of the body shot.
Yeah.
They didn't even show it. I think they may have missed it.
Well, I saw that there's people giving him a hard time. Garcia, right? Garcia. There are people giving Garcia a hard time for like not continuing the
Are
fight.
you kidding?
Yeah, dude, he just got fucking smoked in the spleen.
I would like anybody that's
Or
giving
the
a hard
liver.
time to stand there and let me do that.
Just
to them, see
yeah,
what
not even.
happens. I'm not even good.
Yeah, I was gonna say not even Davis,
Yeah.
just
I'll
you.
use my
just,
left hand,
just
and we'll see how you do.
see if you can get back up and fight.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That was a shot. Like that was a shot.
Well, he also took a few other shots before that too. So that guy was
Yeah.
Garcia. I think he had a decent fight from the look of it, but boy, did he take some blows.
From the look of it, from the 6 minutes you
Well,
watched.
he went what 7 minutes? He went 7 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I mean,
pretty
you're
good.
right. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like a beatdown or anything. I mean, they were two very good boxers boxing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a random dude was thrown in there. I think they should do that.
Well, they've done that stuff before. Like,
Just have random people come
well,
in.
no, like
Pick somebody out of the crowd, like a raffle ticket.
no, not like that, but like MMA, like the first MMA. I remember going to this will really age me, but I used to go to like Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the
Hollywood
only way
Video.
you could watch them. Right?
Yeah.
So I would rent MMA videos.
They
but it was like, the first ones were very much kind of like, just
random dudes
coming
yeah.
in. Let's just throw punches, man. It was awesome.
They just bought the WWE. Did you see that?
Fuck yeah. Really?
Yeah. They just
Where are they headed?
maybe last week
Where
they
are
just
they
bought.
headed with this? This is
I don't.
interesting.
That's entertainment.
That's
I don't know.
Totally different thing.
Yeah, but they've done a really good job building.
WWE's is, it's physical.
It's fake.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
But
they're
it's fake.
athletes. They're athletes.
It's physical, but it's fake. Yeah.
Do you know who? I'm gonna blow his name. Green. I'm blanking. Draymond Green.
Okay.
You know Draymond Green? He's the Warriors' like tough guy. He's in basketball.
Okay.
He's like their like tough guy, like their enforcer kind of. He gets kicked out of the games all the time.
Oh, okay,
He just
I
got
see.
suspended for a game in the playoffs. That like now, he there's like talks that he's going to the WWE after he leaves basketball.
Big dude.
He's a scary guy. I think.
I think you go to WWE without being a big dude.
No, yeah, he's like, and he's known for being like unhinged. You know, like at the beginning of this season, like the season hadn't even started yet. In the beginning of this season, he just unloaded on one of his teammates in practice and fucking, like, not like the Michael Jordan, who was it? Or Shaq? Who was the famous one? Kerr, I think. They punched, I think in the Bulls, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
know
sure.
that.
But it wasn't like, if you see, it wasn't like it was a punch, but it wasn't like crazy.
Okay.
In like Draymond Green, there's a video of it. Draymond Green fucking haymakered his own teammate. Like not like oh I'm pissed off, I'm gonna punch you. Like he fucking clocked this
Check
dude.
out the emotional intelligence on that guy. Huh?
Yeah, he can't be. He has a podcast, and he does it every after every game.
Really?
Yeah, like win or lose, he's on there doing his podcast.
Nothing but fury and pain.
I kind of like him, and I guess he's like good friends with LeBron James. I've heard recently, which is to me like when someone said that to me, and the person who told me that is a way bigger basketball fan than me, and I was like kind of taken aback by
I understand
that.
stuff that happens on the court.
Yeah,
I get it because emotions run high and you're making split decisions, but in the locker room,
yeah, your own. No. It was on the court. It was just a practice. It was just
during a practice.
Yeah, it was just practice. This is Jordan Poole, and he like it was like bad. Like I don't know if he had to get stitches, but he was like out for a while. Like it was not.
What did he do to him? Like did he bump him or something?
I guess he bumped. Like they were talking shit like all practice, I guess, and then they got into like a little like alpha male fucking dumb shit,
A waste of time.
and then he just fucking clocked him.
Fucking waste of time.
They're like playing. They're on the same team. They're playing together every day. But it was a real punch. It was not a fake punch.
What a waste of time. Imagine all that energy, put it into a positive form for their team.
I don't think they could do that. Well, they're in prime spot in the playoffs again, so.
They would just be pulling away from everybody.
Well, they usually are.
Yeah.
Is that the best? Did you watch the Bulls? I mean, I know you still don't really watch basketball.
I don't. I used to watch Bulls games a long time ago.
Like with Jordan?
Like just everybody did, right?
Well, I didn't because I
nothing special.
Wasn't alive.
Well, you were young, yeah. Maybe not even alive. Yeah, you're right.
When was it? The 83, 84?
Well, I remember started watching a lot of the games in the late '80s, early '90s.
Is that when it was? Okay. So I still wasn't
mid,
alive.
Mid 80s. I think his rookie year is 85 or 86.
Oh, so I was early. I still wasn't alive though.
Yeah, that card's worth a bundle.
Yeah.
Just a bundle.
What is? I don't know. Do you think the current Golden State Warriors? So here I'm going to give you a caveat, even though I know you're not big on basketball.
Right.
The current Golden State Warriors dynasty
Okay.
versus Michael Jordan's Bulls, but
Yeah.
with today's rule set, so not nearly as physical as Jordan was playing.
Then they're not comparable, then, in my opinion.
I mean, you're right. Like,
like-
what's his name wouldn't have been in a single game. Dennis Rodman wouldn't have been. He would have been thrown out of every single game.
Yes. Yeah. The way that he used to recover, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way. He was just
With today's
wiping out
with
of
today's
people.
rule set, I would take the Golden State Warriors dynasty over Michael Jordan. But
So are you
that's
saying that-
based solely off of
See,
today's
I
rule
haven't
set.
really watched ball for a long time.
You're not allowed to play defense anymore.
Okay, so
basically.
it's become more of a finesse game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're more or less like the playoffs. You're still kind of allowed to play
Yeah.
defense, but more or less, you're not allowed to play defense anymore.
In a way, I kind of dig that.
I don't know. The
'Cause then
scores are getting a little crazy.
Well, maybe.
Someone put up 160 something this year.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and it wasn't even like a good team. Well, I mean, they are playing the Warriors right now.
160.
I'm pretty sure it was the Sacramento Kings put up like 163 or something.
Jeez,
That's a lot of points.
that's a lot of running.
That's
Holy
true too.
crap. Maybe they should change the shape of the court.
To what?
I don't know. Make it a U.
Let's come up with some new ideas.
Maybe make it a U shape, and you could put a wall in the middle
So they have to go.
around.
Would that be running more though, or running
I
less?
don't know. Just something
I want to
different.
know. I want to know.
Just something different.
Do you think there should be like a 5-point line in basketball?
You know, it sounds like it's fun, but I don't know enough about basketball to make a comment on it. Really,
What the fuck, John?
I really don't know how to. I don't know how to say that because I see so many guys that are great shooters at 3 points, and they're just knocking.
I feel like it just wouldn't like it would solely be to benefit like Steph Curry and a couple other shooters. Because they're the only
It's a non-go
because they're the only people that can make the shots. Like really, they're the only people that can consistently make the shots from that range.
Well, I don't know. You change rule sets, then when you do that, you definitely give other people that are not in those current rule sets a chance.
Yeah, to be well.
It's kind of like this year with baseball. Now your speedsters
Yeah, they're
are
worth a lot
running
more.
like a
Yeah,
mother.
the steals have gone up like crazy. I love that.
I do too.
I'm having a really good time watching
Yeah,
this year.
last week I wasn't able to watch too much. The one that I'm really interested in is that happened last week is Madison Bumgarner being DFA'd.
I'm super
I
interested.
really
in
want to
that.
know where he's going to land because that dude, he's pretty. He's crazy, right? Obviously, the shit that he does, but he's got to be pretty strong mentally. So this is just going to make him mad. Worse mad than ever, right?
I feel like he's one of those people. He's going to get picked up by someone, and I honestly think it's going to be the Red Sox. But he's going to be picked up by someone, and he's not going to be very good.
I think he might be wrong. I think this might be like the check he needs to like put those last 2 or 3 years in like hardcore.
I hope I'm wrong because I really think the
I
Red
would like
Sox
to
are going to
see
get
that.
him.
I'd like to see that.
And that's my.
But I think the Mets are going to get him.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they could use him right now with injuries and everything else.
Yeah.
They could use him.
Can you imagine, starting him and then putting Scherzer in it, middle?
Can he do that? Some pitchers just can't do that.
Beggars can't be choosers. He's DFA'd right now.
No, I'm talking about Max Scherzer.
Oh, I don't know.
Could you throw Max Scherzer in like the fourth inning?
I don't know what his. I mean, he's got a pretty good ego, so I'm not sure if he would be down for that. Maybe it would have to be the other way around or something.
Yeah. I don't.
Still, though, can you imagine
Yeah, it'd be gross.
going back to back
You go 5 innings with Scherzer and 4 innings with Bumgarner. That'd be. I mean, it would be.
like that?
That'd be. That'd be cool. It would be cool to watch. It'd be fun to
Oh,
watch.
it'd be a lot of fun to watch.
Unless it's against your team.
Two insane.
Well, you don't have a
pitchers up
team,
there.
so.
They're basically spitting at you on every pitch. One's got a red eye and a blue eye, or whatever the hell it is.
I'm interested to see where he's going to go. Do you really think it's going to be the Mets?
It feels that way because of the injuries.
Yeah, but have you seen anything on there?
I haven't seen shit.
I'm going to say, to be honest, I haven't seen any speculation besides on like the Red Sox fan page. I've seen people saying it.
The only thing I think that would, honestly, it's funny, but I think the thing that's holding up Madison Bumgarner's like next team,
Where he's going
next, I think it's Ohtani. Because at the trade deadline this year, they're going to try for him. People are going to try for him.
Yeah, but what are they going to trade?
I don't know. It's going to
because you'd also have to. Well, there's a catch there. There's a caveat there because you have to be able to. You have to be under the assumption that you can sign him to a long-term deal. You're not going to give up a ton just to get Ohtani
yeah.
for 2 months.
Mets have got the deep pockets. The Yankees have got the deep pockets.
Yeah, but they don't have the prospects to trade for him.
That might be the problem. Yeah, that might be the problem.
Because the Angels are going to want a haul.
Unless you could see a three-way trade somewhere, where everybody.
I mean,
benefits, that could happen.
They're going to want a haul for him.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I mean, he's.
You're talking about blockbuster.
Yeah.
I don't. My thought is there's no way he's going to finish the season without a trade happening. The Angels would be crazy. Unless they think they can sign him.
No, they don't think. Everything I've seen, like every single thing I've seen, has said that there's no intention, and he's making it. I think he's making it clear that he's not staying with the Angels.
Oh, he doesn't.
I believe so. That's from my understanding.
That's interesting.
Well, he's made it clear. Like,
what if the team wanted both him and Trout?
You couldn't do it. You'd have to trade your entire team. Yeah.
Done, right?
Which would be so stupid for that team because that's the thing that I bring up all the fucking time. That Mike Trout is the most overrated player in baseball. Like, period. I don't care what anybody says. I'll die on this hill. I'll argue with anyone.
Hall of Famer.
100%. I agree with that. He should be. He's got the best WAR in the history of baseball. He's a really good player. Not even really good player. He's a really great player. But he's overrated.
I don't know.
You can be all of those things and still be grossly overrated.
Playoff stuff. I get it, man. I get it.
And my argument, and you know my argument every single time, if you're being paid, which it's not quite the same argument anymore, but if you're being paid so much money that your team can't afford any other players, then you should be able to put the fucking team on your back and win every goddamn game yourself. If they're paying you so much that they can't afford any other good players.
It's an interesting concept because we've seen this through the years, right?
I mean, not to this level.
Maybe not this level, yeah. But
when's the last time the best athlete in the sport, like period, the best player,
got way overpaid?
No, not got way overpaid because that happens all the time, but hasn't even competed for the playoffs. He doesn't even make the playoffs. Because I get it, they don't. It's all of them are team sports. You don't always win. But when's the last
Barry
time?
Bonds have one World Series?
Yeah, but he competed. He was in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was in the playoffs a few times.
That's
not very many.
I don't think there's any.
I think there's more than we know. There's not very many that I can remember.
You could say. I don't.
Ernie Banks never saw a World Series.
Yeah, but was he in the playoffs?
Remember.
I'm setting a super low bar here.
Yeah, I don't remember. Probably not. Because the Cubs didn't win for so many damn years, right?
Yeah, but the Red Sox didn't win for 80 years. They were still in the playoffs.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
84 years, I think the Red Sox won.
Your star player, Bill Buckner, there.
Yeah.
That was before your time. You
can't I'm not. Yeah. My dad, if you say that's my dad,
would be mad about that shit.
He's still pissed off.
I worked with his nephew.
Did you?
Yeah, one of his nephews out in the.
How do you think he feels about it now?
He's cool with it.
I mean, you have to be
because it was just recently, last couple of years, the Red Sox kind of like brought him on the field. And made it better for him.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure it bothered him a long time.
Well, yeah, you could have.
Yeah. I asked his nephew, and he says, "Yeah, it's not a fun thing, man." I was always curious if his nephew ever made it because he was a pitcher. I was always curious if he ever made it, and I don't think he ever did. I never saw him come up.
You see somebody just called someone up to the minors that's been in the minors for 13 years or something. Yeah, that was the Pirates. 13 years in the minors.
Is that a little PR?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not sure where the Pirates are in standings.
I think they're actually doing well.
Okay.
Like better than you'd think. Now I got to look.
They should look that one up. No doubt about it.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're doing well though. The last time I checked.
Well, they got their guy back. You know.
They're winning, or they're tied right now, 1-1. Yeah, they're 16-7 right now. So they're not.
So it's probably a legit call.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, they have a couple injuries, and I don't think he got called up to replace like a utility player. Not like he's not even going to be playing. Really,
he's going to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah. But it's still fun. That's still
fun.
Cool for him.
Oh hell yeah! Can you imagine that?
Especially if he gets
15 years,
13, I think. Especially if he gets on the field even once.
Never giving up. I mean,
good
think
for
about
you.
that. After 10 years, you're like,
I'm quitting on this shit on the podcast. I'm quitting in like 3 months if we're not getting views. Fuck 13 years. Are you kidding me?
Come on, man. We can make sit here at 70 something years old.
Well, if it takes off, we're doing this until we die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From several locations.
Yeah, well, if we want to move other places, like you can go wherever you want. We'll just do it on like Zoom or whatever.
Oh, dude. You're doing it in person. That's the most fun part.
Yeah, but what if you get old and you want to like move to Florida or
if
something?
we're making that much, we'll just get on a plane.
That's fair enough, I guess.
Or actually, they got that new VR thing. You've seen that now? It's Google, or I forgot who's doing it.
No.
But basically, if you sit just perfectly in their little VR seat, it makes it look like you're sitting there because it's such a good 3D image.
Oh, so we can like VR
you could
be in the same room?
Yeah, you would be VR in the same room. Yeah, without any sort of headset. Or anything.
I'm still waging war against AI. I'm actually like buckling down more. I don't like it.
There's some awesome tools that we should be using.
There's cool tools, but that's the premise is it's no bueno. It's no good. We're gonna be fighting machines over here.
No.
15 years.
Too much right-wing media.
I don't watch any right-wing media. I don't watch any media.
I know you don't. No, listen. AI is not going to control.
Not yet. It's not yet.
It's not going to. No way.
I'm not. Did you see they made? I don't know if it was Boston Dynamic.
Okay.
It might have been Boston Dynamic because they're pretty big on that stuff. But they made robots.
Yeah.
They taught one robot how to play soccer.
Yes.
And then that robot taught more robots how to play soccer.
Right.
That's just not right.
It's just an algorithm, man.
Yeah, but it's not cool.
It's just an algorithm.
I understand that.
It's
but all
no
that
different.
takes is one fucking lunatic to teach robots how to do bad shit, and then that robot can teach other robots to do bad shit.
Well, just tell all the lunatics, why don't you?
Give them ideas.
The lunatics don't have the.
I watched the video on it. It was
they
crazy.
Don't have the wherewithal.
It literally like showed them how to play soccer. It was really wild.
Yeah, I know. It's coming.
I don't like it.
It doesn't matter if you like it or not.
I know.
Well,
I'm gonna stay in this room and fight it. I'm gonna fight it.
Bury my head in the sand.
I keep up to it. You got to keep your enemies close, so I keep up on it. I'm all on the.
Okay, then tell us what you know. What's scaring you?
I just described exactly what's scaring me.
So all the science fiction stuff.
Kind of.
Oh.
I mean, it is science. It's science fiction stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't like how real it's becoming.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing you can say. We don't know exactly which direction it's going to go into.
Well, there's people calling for like big time, restrictions on it and everything. There are also people worried that it's going to turn into kind of like VR, where VR had like the big jump and then it just plummeted and now it's starting to come back up again.
Yeah.
They're worried it's going to do that because well, have you seen a lot of large corporations have tried to implement AI into their websites and stuff, and they're dog shit.
Oh yeah, it's all brand new.
So they're worried that now because all of them are dog shit, everyone's going to pull back out for a little bit and then it'll ramp up again like VR.
It might a little bit, but
VR.
That's
what some experts are saying.
It's such an awesome tool, and it's such the coolest thing about this tool is that anybody can use it. That is the cool. There is no entry level.
That's also the scary part about this tool, though, too.
It is to some degree, but It's a wait and see, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, the whole fucking
I mean,
world is a wait and see.
here's a good. I think this is a good way of looking at it. What if everybody that was alive when fire was first discovered got together and see this fucking fire thing?
Yeah, but like fire was a thing.
They're gonna start burning people.
That's a fair point. I like that point, but I'm still not on board. It's a good point.
Did it change your viewpoint?
It did make me think about it, in a different way.
Yeah. I think there's more positives.
Because there's some merit to that.
I think there will be a lot more positives than there will be negatives. I think the scary part of all of that is just the change itself. Right?
I don't think that's the scary part. To me, that's not the scary part.
Because
I can acknowledge all of we talked about. I think we talked about on a real episode, but we talked about like
we've all talked about this before.
Implementing it into like video games and stuff. I love like all the stuff that we can do with it. Like I love the tool aspect of it, like you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. Like we can do some really amazing stuff with it. I'm not arguing that at all.
Right.
The downside is concerning me.
You're worried about a machine doing something not nice.
Right. And like we can't even do anything about it potentially.
Well, it's probably a lot further along than we know.
I'm sure it is.
I would imagine that in China, that in some little tiny small box of a room, they got something cooking up right now.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure there is in the United States too. We got robots that are fucking creating their own languages and shit.
As soon as the Ukraine war started and we started seeing drones in use as much as we have, I went, holy shit, it's over. Like, that's what we're going to be seeing.
But you're talking like, and I don't know what I was just watching a video today actually, and you're talking, and these are like long-term concerns. This isn't like a today or tomorrow or like next year type thing. But like
maybe.
No, not this, what I'm about to say.
Okay.
You're talking about like the potential for like I work in retail. You're talking about like the potential for retail employees to more or less gone. You're talking graphic designers gone. You're talking you need one person to oversee what's going to happen to the other 2.3 million people that are in the career.
Right, there's a lot of things.
So who's working anywhere?
I don't know. We'll have to have a universal income.
Yeah, but that leaves so many people. That gives people free time. And free time is a dangerous thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is, but it's also a dangerous thing. It's both.
Well, I guess we better sharpen our knives and be ready.
We're going to have fucking sticks and fire on top and stuff.
I mean,
I'm concerned about it.
We could be AI.
I know. We talked about that at work the other day. It's like, you kind of got to... Like, have you ever had an existential crisis
this
for that?
little podcast is just AI. Sorry if you're...
This is like deep fakes right now. We took one picture of ourselves and we're just making shit up as we go.
Maybe we should try that.
I don't want to do that. I told you we're anti-AI on the podcast.
I am not. We're going to have to split that line right down the middle here.
We're anti-AI. I acknowledge all the really cool stuff it can do. But if I had to choose between all AI and no AI, I'm choosing no AI every single time.
I think that's a choice out of fear.
If I had to choose all AI and no AI, I'm choosing no AI. I'd rather have people having jobs. I'd rather have people existing.
I don't make choices out of fear ever.
That's sometimes not a good decision.
Well, that's not how I do things. I've done that in the past. I don't think it really helps you. You got to get all the information you can and make good logical choices.
Yeah, but you have to. Fear has to be put into the good logical choices sometimes.
It's an emotion. It's an emotion.
Like if I put I don't know if that's okay to say. If I put a gun to your head, I'm going to say it anyway. If I put a gun to your head and tell you that you have to make two decisions, but I'm like, if you make this one decision, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Maybe you shouldn't make that decision. Sometimes survival trumps everything else.
Well, it always does. Survival always trumps everything else.
But that's directly what we're talking about.
I know, but I don't think it's ever going to reach that level in our lifetime.
I hope not.
I
hope
so.
not. Because I would love to see all the cool things. I want to see AI in video games so bad.
Oh, yeah, that's coming. That's coming. I have a feeling that your GTAs and all those things.
Yeah, they're going to implement.
They probably just went, everybody stop what they're doing. Yeah,
let's get this going. Yeah. I want to see that in video games really bad. So I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I'm all for AI in video games. I think that's super cool. I think that's
movies?
A positive.
What about full movies?
No, I'm not for that. I'm sure it is, but that's I know I've seen commercials. I've seen commercials and stuff that I don't think the Mario movie is all AI. It's Chris Pratt's in it. He's not AI. He's a God-fearing man. There's no way he's on board with AI.
Who?
Chris Pratt?
No, the other thing is
God-fearing man.
God.
Chris Pratt's a big religious guy.
If
you didn't know that.
I don't like Chris Pratt. No. I don't care.
He met his wife at church or something.
Hey, you know what?
I think he's married to one of the Baldwins.
I think that we should start going to church, honestly.
No.
Why?
I'm not doing that.
Why?
My time's valuable. I'll communicate with God in my own home.
We could grow our podcast at church.
I'm not going to do that. I also don't think the church would appreciate that in any way, shape, or form. Would you get kicked out of church? How easy is it to get kicked out of church? I mean, I'm sure it's pretty easy.
Try. We both went to parochial type of schools.
Yeah, I went to Catholic military school.
I went to Catholic school.
But you're supposed to be very welcoming to everyone. I'm not saying
I never felt.
I'm sure you can be. I'm sure you can be. You can be a complete moron.
Yeah.
Well, I love my school. You know that.
You did.
Yeah.
I did not have a very good experience. I didn't like my schools.
But if you go in and be a complete moron, you're gonna get kicked out of church. But I'm saying at what level? If we were to go in with a table and set up a podcast, would we be removed?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, but probably politely. Yeah, likely politely. I guess it depends on what church you're going into, right?
My church.
I don't know what is it.
No, I'm not going to name my church. I don't really have a church.
Catholic church.
Yeah, it's just Catholic church.
I don't know. I guess we could ask the Pope what he thinks about podcasts during.
I don't even know what the Pope's name is.
Benedict.
I think that's two popes ago.
2 popes.
I don't know.
I grew up with what. John Paul.
John Paul, yeah.
So that's the only one I really know really well.
I don't think it's Benedict.
I think he's the one that quit, right? He's
one quit? You can quit being the Pope?
I think he
you're the messenger of God. How do you quit?
I don't know. There was something. I don't know enough about it. I left the church behind a long time ago.
Okay. I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah.
I'm against the church, but I'm a slightly more religious person than.
And that's fair. I think everybody should believe with whatever they want, whatever makes them feel comfortable, but keep it to yourself.
Well, yeah, don't be jamming it down other people's throats. That's just not cool. For literally anything. That's just life advice.
We gotta get off this religion topic. We're just gonna.
I like it. I think we're doing good.
Want to get comfortable in that thing?
Let's really buckle down on this religion thing. Let's make some hard statements right now.
No. No, because the next thing will be politics, and
that's dangerous.
Really wiry these days.
Yeah,
with anybody too. Ugh. It's really ugly. Well, you mentioned something about a Mario movie.
Well, you mentioned it just a little while ago. Now
I did. Yeah, I did.
It's breaking records.
That's amazing.
They're it's competing with Star Wars for gross, revenue so far.
Do we need to go see this together?
Ileana wants to go see it at the drive-ins really bad because they're
cool.
playing in the drive-in. It's playing in the drive-ins by us right now.
Let me know when you want to go,
and
I'll see if I can get my lady to go with
me.
me.
I mean, why not?
And we can make
Mario
a quick YouTube. Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're at the drive-ins.
Yeah,
drive-ins are fun. Have you done the drive-ins?
Yeah, we go to the Jericho one.
There's one by us.
I like the Jericho one because it's old and grimy, and
I don't like that.
I love it because of that. Yeah.
There's one by us. I think it's down that way.
There's quite a few around here in upstate.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
But the one over there, which is pretty close, it's only 10, 11 minutes from my house.
I didn't know that. What's the name? Is that Starlight?
I'm blanking on the name. I don't remember the name, but it has a soft serve ice cream place and everything
so does Jericho.
right though. Yeah. So
Gotta have ice cream.
you have to, because there's one right by my brother's house, which is like the nicest one around here, and I think that's like Hollywood or something.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the nicest one around here, but it doesn't have ice cream.
I dig them, man. It's like an old school thing. It's fun just to go sit in the car, and except for when it's too hot. I don't dig that part.
My brother brought my niece to the drive-ins to see the Mario movie, and he bought like 8,000 snacks. And
how old is she again?
He's very young. I'm gonna be honest, don't know exactly.
3?
I think she's 3. I think she's
Sounds
3.
about right. 3 or 4. She's going on 4. Probably.
I think she's going on 4. Yeah, she's 3 turning 4, I believe. Yeah. But he bought like a bunch of snacks. He brought her to like the Target or whatever beforehand.
She know what this stuff is?
Not really.
Yeah. So this is for him.
Kind of, but she like it's fun. Yeah. Like he filled up. He had a picture of it. He has a little truck. Yeah. Filled up the truck, like the bed of the truck, with like blankets and shit, and they were all just like they were hanging out in there. It was
popcorn,
and that's what they were doing. But she ate like a bag of popcorn, and then she had like a bag of Starburst or Jolly Ranchers or something, and then she had Cheetos or Cheez-Its, and then she had 2 chocolate things from like Easter, like the bunnies. She had like 2 of those, and then after she finished the second one, she goes, "Daddy," like she kept asking for more stuff, and she's like, I want the Tootsie Rolls, I want the whatever," and then she looked at Matt and said, "Daddy, my," like not upset or anything, she said, "Daddy, my tummy hurts." And she just fucking threw up all over the place, and then she goes, "I feel much better now."
Oh, my God. Is that how alcoholics become alcoholics, to start with candy like that?
I don't think so. Okay. That'd be kind of crazy if that was like a thing that they discovered.
So Mario movie, you want to go see it then?
Yeah, I would go see it.
Yeah. Have you seen the synopsis of it at all?
No, I have no idea anything that's going on. I just know Chris Pratt got made fun of a bunch
because
he voices Mario.
Oh, all right.
And I haven't seen anything since it's come out.
Who else is in that? Do you know?
No clue. I'm guessing Luigi.
Yeah, so. Well, you put in Chris Pratt and everybody forgets who else was in the movie.
Why?
I don't know, because he's a decent actor, I guess.
Is he?
I thought he was.
I think he's pretty good. I really like him in Jurassic Park. Yeah. In the new Jurassic Park ones. I don't know why they got some hate. They got some hate.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't really know why. I thought they were pretty good.
The last few were trash. I don't like them.
I didn't think they were that bad.
I think it's just been done, you know.
I mean, I guess how much are you gonna do?
I see it.
Yeah.
Well, just like some of this, like I love the Star Wars movies, but sometimes when you get too repetitive, it's like.
I guess that makes sense.
So,
but that's I don't know.
I don't have a segue here, so forgive me, everybody. But I watched this show. I've been watching this show for about, I think it's 3 years, because this guy just posted his 3-year anniversary of this show. And it's, I shouldn't even call it a show. It's basically just a YouTube channel. It's called Ghost Town Living. Okay? And it takes place basically in the Sierra Nevadas, on the California side. I used to drive through there a lot as a kid. But anyways, it's Cerro Gordo, and it's an old silver town. If you guys haven't seen this, you got to go check it out.
Can we link it?
We'll link that.
We'll link him.
It is, like I said, I've been watching him since day one. This guy moved from like Texas, basically sold everything he had and bought a ghost town. And then within the first year, maybe less than that, a couple of months, the main hotel of the place burnt down. So this guy, he's like, "What did I do?" I don't think he ever said how it happened, but you know, it's old.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a ghost town.
Yeah, it's a ghost town. Yeah. But anyways, he's rebuilt the hotel. He's in the middle of rebuilding this hotel, and at some point it's going to be open. I totally want to go up there.
Oh, he's going to like commercialize it?
Yes.
Well, that sounds kind of lame.
Why?
That sounds like the opposite of what.
He's keeping it like he's building a hotel that you would. it's not going to be like a modern type of thing.
So it's gonna be like the same as it was, I guess.
Kind of, yeah. I think they're trying to go
He's
for
restoring the
that
hotel.
motif to some degree. Yeah.
Huh.
Like he has other cabins that are on the premises that may have been like broken down old cabins, and he's taken wood from other cabins and from the mine itself and rebuilt these things. And the views are just
I'm sure they're incredible. Yeah.
Spectacular views. Fantastic show. You guys got to watch it. Super entertaining. If nothing else, and you don't care about mining or anything like that, the views are amazing. Awesome. He's actually doing really well with all his film and photography.
Yeah, I saw that last video had like 600,000 views already.
Oh,
I
it's
think.
serious. Yeah, that's a really good show. Yeah. But anyways, that's Ghost Town Living, Cerro Gordo. You got to check it out. Basically, Cerro Gordo built Los Angeles.
If you kind of the same type of thing, I guess. Not quite at all, actually.
Okay.
But if you were to just be dropped somewhere, like say a ghost town,
yeah,
or a deserted town, or Alaska,
okay,
how long do you think you could last?
I guess it depends on what time of year.
I mean, any time.
I think I would be all right.
What if we give you? We'll go to Alaska because that one has. Well, maybe not Alaska because those winters are too rough.
I guess it
Let's
depends
say-
on what sort of equipment you have.
Let's say northern Maine. Northern Maine, you get one 50-liter bag worth of material, and you're being dropped in early fall, so you got a little bit of time before it gets cold. Not a lot of time.
Well, I
You think you can make it through
I
the-
guess it depends. Like if I had early notice to get my
Yeah,
body
you
in
can
good
set your
shape
stuff
and
up.
all
Well,
that
no,
stuff.
not that level.
Okay.
But you have enough time to like
Like right now,
think
John,
about
we're
your
leaving.
stuff. Yeah. Well, not quite that.
Okay.
Like, hey, John, we're leaving Friday,
Okay.
so you got a little bit of time.
I think I'd be all right.
You think you can make it through the winter?
I'd give myself at least 50% odds.
That's pretty good, I would say.
At
That's
least
better
50.
than most.
At least 50%, I think. It might be, and I might be overdoing it a little bit.
I think you could do all right. What if we both went?
Oh, then I would probably 100% would be. I 100% feel that 50% is easy with two of us.
I would give us a 70% chance of surviving the winter with both of us.
Yeah, I don't think because we get along pretty well. We wouldn't kill each other.
I don't think we'd kill each other. You're also pretty big. We could like spoon. You'd keep me warm.
So I could.
I'm
So,
a
I,
little
so,
little
so
spoon.
I could basically kind of like bully you because I have the heat.
Yeah, but I think I got the survival. I think I have more survival know-how than you.
I don't know.
If we
Maybe.
competed, if we did the show, the show Alone?
Yes,
I love the show Alone.
Yeah,
If
it's
we
awesome.
did that, if we competed, which one of us do you think is lasting longer? I mean, luck plays a big part in it,
It's so
but
hard to tell. I don't know because you have age on me, right? I have a little bit more wisdom, I think.
I don't know. I'm pretty good on the survival stuff.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to know things, but it's a whole other thing
To
be
implement
like
them.
mentally like
I used to do that.
hard. You know,
I mean,
about
not like
that.
alone, but
That's not an easy thing to be. If you could, like, I'm a very comfortable person being alone for
I think I
a
am
long
too.
time.
I think I am. I don't have a ton of experience with that, but I think I'm good with that.
Like, you could drop me any place on this earth and tell me there won't be another person in sight for months. I'd be okay with it.
I also think I would be, but I'm
Miss
not.
people, I think. But I think
Well,
I'd
yeah,
be
of
okay
course.
with
Like
it.
I love my family to death. I think I could do that though.
Yeah.
I think the harder part about doing that, well, I think it'll be like easier now. It'll be easier now, but I think the harder part would be like not knowing if people like are not doing well.
Oh,
You know what I
just
mean?
wondering what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and not even necessarily that. Like, I'd be like terrified, and both my parents are in like good health. But if I were to be like, "Hey, you're going out for 5 months," like if I were to do Alone, I applied for Alone. But if I were to like do Alone, like the worst part, like I couldn't imagine like coming back and being like, "Oh, your parents passed away." I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
That's part of the mental.
Yeah.
Game, right. Yeah. Part of that mental game. Yeah, that would suck.
I say we do that.
Ooh, that's a long-term thing.
Well, I'm not talking for like that long.
Oh.
Maybe we like for. Let's think about something. What if we
went
hit?
from just going to the movies and
Well,
alone.
we're supposed to be getting out of our comfort zone, John. That's that's the whole thing. You think the fucking drive-ins is out of our comfort zone?
Well, it depends on where that drive-in is.
If there's a bathroom, then I'm good. It's not a problem.
Oh, that's right.
We haven't talked about that on the show. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you. I don't want to embarrass you, so I won't say nothing.
I have IBS, and it's way worse if I can't use the bathroom.
You know what I love about that? You said I have IBS, and then the GoPro just said nope.
No,
turn it off.
We're not talking about this.
Yeah, how would you do that, man? Because
how would I do what?
Well, the whole IBS thing.
With like alone?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be fine. I've pooped in the woods 8,000 times. It's way worse in like.
How do you feel about no toilet paper for months?
No, that doesn't bother me.
No.
That stuff really doesn't. It's literally more
what do
of
they
like.
Because I've never really thought about that.
Moss.
They just use.
Yeah, because there's no poisonous moss. So if you use moss to wipe your ass, you're not worried about any type of irritation or anything. That's what the go-to usually is moss. Or I've seen also a lot of people, I mean, this is like not on Alone because Alone doesn't show this part.
Right.
But you shit like near a creek,
you
just.
That seems about the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the best way to do it. I'll be honest. I'd be like wanting to get warm water.
You like heat it up over the fire before you poop. Yeah, like a whole bidet system going on.
Okay.
They don't talk about that on Alone. These are the hard-hitting questions. They really don't discuss it much.
Because it's so low level, actually, at the end of the day.
I don't think it's every single person poops.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's so low level. I think it's way more high level thinking that you would be like, I miss my family. And
I guess that's true.
Like poop just is like, we do that. It's
hard for some people.
Yeah, for you. It's funny you say that because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I can't see Mitch ever doing. Oh, it was today because I was out doing some over stuff, and I was like, I just couldn't find a bathroom, man.
Oh yeah, no, I was
so pissed off. It's funny. You go to anywhere downtown Albany, like anywhere like within like a couple of miles of downtown, all the fucking bathrooms are locked.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
There's a McDonald's down there on Central Ave that there's a behind the counter. That's how they let you into the bathroom. Like, what the fuck?
Well, because they don't want people like doing drugs in there.
I know, but I didn't think it was that much of a problem down there.
Do you remember the time? I don't remember if you were actually there, but do you remember the time at work, like 4 or 5 years ago now? Maybe not that long, but it was a long time ago that our bathrooms.
There's lots of different bathroom stories.
Our bathrooms broke. The water main outside broke, and I dipped. I was like, "Hey,
did you leave?"
I was like,
right, you did leave that.
I was like, "Hey, man, I can't." Ended up coming back because I tried really hard, and I ended up driving to Hannaford, going to the bathroom at Hannaford, and then I came back, and I was like, because I have anxiety too, and it's like anxiety poops. Like it gets way worse when I can't use the bathroom. Like when I know the bathroom doesn't exist. Like I just have to use the bathroom. I left. I was like, hey man, I told the manager, I was like, you can call me like when the bathrooms are fixed. I'll come back, but I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Think they're even allowed to be open, right?
Well, we weren't open,
yeah.
and they were fixed by the time we opened up. That was at like 6 a.m. that I left, and I think I came back at like 9:30. But I had to drive. I drove like 35 minutes because I was at my parents' house. It was before I bought this house. So I drove like 35 minutes home, and then I ended up coming back, and I was like, I can't be here without a bathroom.
Yeah, I wish I'd really thought about it. I would have pranked you so hard. The bathroom would be always out of order.
That's the part.
Mike never got you.
Because that's the thing that like I have no problem like pooping on the side of the road. I have no problem like going out in the woods. Like I don't have an issue with any of that. It's like when you're in a civilized place and there's no bathroom, I'm like, I need to get out of here like right now.
I think that's where we need, like you're talking about comfort zones, right?
And that's one. Dude, airplanes are a disaster for me, and I don't even know why. Because there's a bathroom.
Because it shouldn't be that bad
it's-
for you.
it's
Because
like-
you're not like it's bad for me because I'm a big dude. Going in
Yeah,
those
that's true, too.
It sucks.
Yeah, but I'm like terrified that there's gonna be someone in the bathroom, and it's like with the IBS, I'm not kidding. I have like
Like with someone in the. What do you mean?
if someone's in the like using the restroom.
like you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like with the IBS, I swear to God, and I've actually gotten it pretty under control. I'm actually pretty happy with where I'm at right now with like doctors and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if I used to be like the last like 5 years, like I got like a 30-second notice, and it's like you have to go like right now.
We'd be in the middle of something, and Mitch would just be gone.
Yeah. Half the time I don't even tell anyone because it's like it's too fast. I gotta get there.
He's just
Like it's a race against time.
Mitch just got his roller skate shoes on, trying to get to the bathroom.
And it's so I hate it. I'm doing much better though.
Well, it was awesome when UNL Duque.
Oh my God, that was
because it
terrible.
was like it's like the shitter was just taken up like
it was like half the time too, because that was when mine was like the worst.
You know, we had two guys in there that had IBS at the same time. It's freaking terrible.
Oh, it's
I
not
felt bad
fun.
for you both. I really did.
I felt worse for him because
This seemed to be worse.
his seemed to be worse, and he also couldn't joke about it. Because like I can joke about it, I can laugh about it, like I can be like, no, this is what's going
he still
on.
With the company?
No, but I can like joke about it and laugh about it, and he couldn't.
Well, he did lose like half his body mass, I think, from it.
I don't know.
Last time I saw him, he used to be kind of a big dude, but then he's just like skinnied right up.
That's scary stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how that devolved into that
I don't know. It
conversation.
always seems to go to poop with you.
It does. What's the main part of my life? I gotta like focus things
How you
around
feeling
it.
right now?
I feel good right
Okay.
now. I mean, I own a bathroom. We're in my house. It's like that's like my happy place.
Is that the only bathroom? You just have one?
No, we have two.
Oh.
Master bathroom is in the main bathroom or main bedroom.
I'm gonna come in here one day and plug them
Fill up
both up. Just screw them all up.
I would go outside here.
Did you ever find your watch?
No, well, I got my new one.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, no, it's out there in the septic tank probably. That's fine. It's long gone.
Mhm.
But I gotta get it emptied. I think at the end of this year. So I'll see. They have a screen on the front of the like thing.
Oh,
So
you might get it back.
Yeah, I mean, I will literally throw it right in the trash. But at least this story will come to a satisfying conclusion.
You better GoPro that.
You think that? Yeah, I'm sure they'd be okay with it. Call up the septic people and be like,
I think my watch is septic tank.
I mean, you know, they've gotten calls about weird shit.
Oh, I bet there's wedding
Yeah.
rings, all sorts of stuff. I'm sure.
So that would be. God,
Maybe we should put a camera in there.
well, they have like scopes, like
We could flush-
endoscopes.
No, let's just flush a camera and see what happens.
See if it ends up with the watch.
Yeah.
I got the new. Well,
Oh, yeah, awesome.
I got the new GoPro. Well, it's not new because this is the 8. But I got the new to me GoPro case, and I'm kind of excited to try it out.
Yeah.
Have you used one of these?
You know, I have a couple different cases, and
I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like the
funny thing about the cases and stuff for GoPro, unless you're going to like do the add-ons for it, like a mic add-on or something like that. These things are pretty tough, man.
well.
I stopped using
So
cases because they just I don't really have a reason to use them. most
So
of the time.
there's 2 reasons why I bought this, and one of them actually goes back to something that we did on Friday.
Yeah, that was funny.
The other one is for my honeymoon and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to take this diving,
Oh,
so we're gonna need.
yeah, you'll need something.
Yeah, you need a case because this is good. This is good to 260 feet, I believe.
Oh,
So this will be good.
where are you guys going to go?
We haven't decided completely yet. We're going to go to some bungalows in Key Largo,
Cool.
and then we're probably also going to take a cruise.
Oh,
We're gonna do 2. We're gonna split it up. But yeah, on Friday, we went fishing.
Yeah.
We did really well. It was an awesome time.
Yeah,
going
you can
out
see
there.
our YouTube shorts. We got a couple about it.
Yeah,
there's 3 of them about it, kind of. Yeah, there's the setup. You can learn how to do the setup that we used.
Yeah, I think
and then
me catching the fish, which is
it is. I guess just those
super
those
popular.
2. Yeah, just those 2. It is super. I mean, it's almost viral. You guys should check it out.
I think it's got 4 views as of right now. But anyway, the reason why we didn't get all of the fish on the GoPro was because I went to go switch out the batteries because my GoPro died. So I went to go switch out the batteries, and I popped open the battery case, and all of the insides of my GoPro fell right into the lake.
Did you lose a battery?
Yeah. Yeah, I lost the battery. The only thing that I saved was the SD card.
So, just so you guys all know, Mitch, not only did he kill 3 trout, but now he's killed like even more in the lake with
with the lithium battery.
Tim's never going to invite you back.
That's fine.
Done with you.
If you guys can catch more fish, then
we were pretty good that day.
Supposedly Tim was
Stop
catching fish before we went. Oh yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. Tim was supposedly catching fish before we got there. I'm not sure though.
And he's pretty honest.
I don't know.
He's pretty honest.
He's old. He forgets things. He might have been thinking of like a different trip or something.
That might be more true.
The only thing we saw him catch was a little.
Don't be mean against old people.
Little bluegill. Yeah. When's he gonna get out of here? I thought he was coming today. Maybe.
Did he say that?
I thought so. I don't think he's here. We'll get him here Thursday.
We do. We're
gonna have a guest here Thursday.
Oh, we are.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said you got somebody.
Well, I just said we're going to have a guest here Thursday. I'm saying it right now.
You're saying it.
Yeah.
Right now.
We'll find somebody. We'll get a guest here Thursday. We got to figure out how we're gonna do the camera view.
Okay. Well, and we definitely do have a few that are lined up. I got one recently. A good friend of mine that I've been. I can't even say he's a really good friend. It's just someone I met walking around my house, basically. But he's an old, I think he's an old English or history teacher out of the local school system there, and really, really super nice guy. His name's Tom. I won't say his last name until maybe we have him on or something like that. But really cool dude. Definitely like a local that's grown up in the area. So
does community outreach.
He does a ton of stuff,
which is
with
awesome.
kids, and especially with veterans in the last 5 years.
That's also really.
He's got a ton of information on that, and I really dig that part, the whole veterans thing. And I think he knows our other friend Tom, because he's referenced the VFW out here, I think, in Nassau.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he referenced that the other day when I was talking to him. So I bet you
they probably know each other. At least have crossed paths.
Might have crossed paths. Tom, the guy that I know, he's not a veteran, but he does a lot of stuff for him. So we're gonna have him on, and he's a talker.
That's good.
He's a good guy, though. He's a really nice guy.
We need talkers.
Yeah. So were you thinking of somebody that?
I think Tim.
Oh, you think Tim?
Yeah. Because then we can do I want to do a good outdoors focused one.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm shooting for.
We'll have to talk to him about that a little bit. See if he wants to present something or do something special.
We're gonna make him present.
Yeah.
Put all the.
We're gonna put the honest on him.
Yeah. I've been doing a ton of gardening.
Yeah. When I pulled up, I didn't get to see it. So.
Yeah, but the wildflower garden is coming in really good.
Yeah.
Maybe too good. There's a chance.
Tear it down.
I put not that bad, but like I think I planted 300,000 or 240,000 wildflower seeds in a maybe 240 square foot area.
They're already coming up.
They're coming up pretty good.
I thought you had to wait a few years for those.
Well, they don't flower.
Oh, okay.
And it's the second year that they flower.
Oh, okay.
So the first year they just grow, and the second year they'll flower. But they're It almost looks, it's coming up so good that it almost looks like I planted grass.
Oh,
Like that's how thick they are.
interesting.
Yeah. I took a video of it now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wait like 3 days, take another video, wait like 3 days, take another video, and I'll do like a short of like the progression of them growing.
Maybe you should do like a stop motion, like long term one. Just put it right out the window there.
I don't have enough shit for that.
You could plug it into the window. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to take up my technology for that. Because I've got.
So in other words, you don't really want to entertain her.
Yeah, fuck
podcast
them.
viewers.
Just screw them. I've got my GoPro, which I'm really disappointed in because I want to do some really cool videos with Daisy.
And she broke her harness.
And she destroyed the harness in mere seconds.
So did you put it on her and just leave it on her and forgot about it or something?
I didn't, but I don't want to get into that because I'm trying not to blame people or get upset.
That shit happens.
Yes, but
And they're cheap anyways. Those are super cheap.
yeah, I don't know why. Jesus, I don't. For some reason I thought they were way more expensive than they were because I remember spending more money on it, and then I was looking on Amazon, and on Amazon the GoPro one is like really expensive.
What part broke?
The straps themselves.
Oh.
She chewed through them like bad.
You can just.
There's no. I just bought a new one.
You could just buy straps.
Yeah, but I just bought a new one because they're like $5.
Yeah.
Like on GoPro, they're like $25, but on Amazon, the GoPro ones are like 8 times as expensive.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can buy.
So I just bought another GoPro one. It was like $25.
I was gonna say I could 3D print you.
If it was the part, that'd be awesome.
I should have tried that for your battery thing there. I probably could have modeled that up pretty easy.
I bought into one of those too.
Yeah.
I just buy everything, whatever. I just buy it. But But I wanted to do some really cool videos of Daisy.
Yeah.
Running and
Being done.
chasing and
I was gonna say when I pulled up, she's not doing her job. There are squirrels all over your front yard.
Yeah, the front yard doesn't matter. She keeps the backyard clear. We also had a test today, which is really interesting because if I was a little shocked by this, but if I like fake beat up Ileana, Nala is like, fuck this bitch, let's get her.
Oh.
Nala's like on my side immediately. Like Nala's like, we're getting her. We're getting her. We just did it actually like a few maybe minutes before you came.
Yeah.
I like started to fake beat up Ileana. Daisy was having none of that shit. Daisy was like, I'll fuck you up. Yeah.
Huh.
It was really interesting. It was actually really funny because Daisy at first like didn't really understand what was happening.
Yeah.
So I was just like, Ileana was sitting on the couch and I just was like, I'm gonna get you, and I like grabbed Ileana and I was just like shaking her into the couch, you know.
Yeah.
And Ileana's like, help, 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 and Nala's like, I'm gonna fuck her up with you, and so Nala's like jumping on her, and Nala like does like CPR. It's really funny. She like jumps and pushes and like barking at her, and Daisy came in, and Daisy like Mohawk up was like, I'm putting a stop to this, and she got between Ileana and myself, and then Nala was still like
pushing.
Nala was still like, I'm getting her. So Daisy was like grabbing Nala, and I was still shaking Ileana. It was a very funny dynamic. Daisy was like, I'm getting everybody. I really like that. I'm glad that she would do that. I hope if I ever actually laid my hands on Ileana, Daisy would kill me. I hope.
I would.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that those are the only type of people you should keep in your life.
Yeah.
People that'll kill you for that.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So but I like that because I was like, oh, cool. It made me feel better. Like if someone came in, Daisy would fuck them up.
Yeah, that's good. That is good that she's protective. Pretty bad for Nala though. She's kind of a sadist.
Yeah, Nala's just on my side no matter what with everything. I don't know why.
She's dumb.
She's just like a blind follower. She's like, yeah, she'll do it to anybody too. Like if I start fake beating people up, Nala's like, we gotta get them. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a fun little dog. That's for sure. Yeah. I've been doing nothing myself. Speaking of dogs, I've been training our new puppy like crazy, and I've just about got her to where she'll walk on a leash without pulling
Good.
at all.
That's really good.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard with that. But I hate being drugged down the street.
Yeah, it's the
Absolutely
most annoying thing in the
hate it.
world.
Yeah.
Like infuriating. And it
But that's the hard part, the patience. But I seem to, I just like, I don't know, I just let it roll off my back a little bit when it's annoying.
well, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. And it's so hard too because they
It
they
is.
really don't understand.
But
Like they
you know,
don't get frustration. Like
No.
and it makes it like
well,
sad.
they kind of know frustration.
Well, I
because-
guess they get frustration, but they don't
Yeah.
they don't understand. They have a hard time putting together. That's why I really like the Doggo app. They have like a hard time putting together like what's making you frustrated though, and it's
Oh yeah,
it's not easy to communicate. Like it's a dog,
Right.
so it's not super easy to like communicate that to it. That's why I like the Doggo app a lot because it like helps you like communicate like this is what I want you to be doing, and
It does.
this is what's upsetting me.
yeah. If nothing else, it just gives you tools
Yeah.
to get by. Yeah, that's one thing I like about it. Everything about that app is pretty cool, except like the entering in the data.
I
think
don't like
needs
that
to
either.
change.
Yeah.
That needs to change in a big way. Now that we've done our doggo plug for the day.
Every episode we talk about the Doggo app. I think.
We're both using it constantly.
Yeah.
It's a good app though.
And I don't think Daisy didn't jump on you once today.
She didn't.
That's
but something's happening. That's good.
Yeah.
So she's definitely something's happening there.
that's awesome.
She's figuring it
We've
out
been working on that for ever
a
now.
long time.
Yeah.
Long time. And it's important for her as big as she is.
Yeah.
She
She pushes
can
people over.
damage people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so worried about my new puppy doing stuff like that.
Just
I'm looking at her paws, and her paws are almost, I would say that they're as big as my full-grown dog now.
that's big.
I'm kind of thinking she could.
Well, do you know what her parents are?
They were 55 and 60 pounds.
Oh, so she's not going to be much bigger than that.
Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, but is she a purebred?
Yeah.
So she's going to be relative. She's going to be.
Close.
I mean, I wouldn't put her over 70. She's not going to be over.
No, but she has potential to hit 65.
Oh yeah,
probably.
yeah. I mean, she could hit 70.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put her.
I hope not.
Are you
I
going to
don't
do
want her
the?
to be that big.
Are you going to do the doggy DNA? I want Daisy to be as big as she can possibly get.
Nah, I don't, it's not that important to me.
I mean, it's not important to me either. Like, I love Daisy, but because I originally thought, and the vet had said too, she was on pace to be 130 something pounds, and she's
slowed down.
yeah, she's not gonna hit
Yeah,
that.
slowed down. Something funny though is we have an Instagram account for her, right? And every day, ever since we started kind of like posting more pictures for the family to look at, every day we get new offers from like tons of different brands
To like,
to wear their stuff. We'll send you the stuff. We just want you to.
did you say
You have
yes?
such a photogenic dog. We really want to get her wearing
Damn.
this stuff. And but I haven't seen any brands where I'm like looking at it and going, yeah, I haven't seen anything like that.
That's
Most of
interesting.
it's like, it's okay. It's okay.
My dogs are too old for that. No one cares about older dogs.
That's not true.
I don't think they care.
That's not true.
Because Daisy's a pretty dog,
I think it's all about how you photograph them.
I guess. We'll see. I guess.
I bet you. I would bet you anything if you spent some time getting some really good photos.
Yeah, I don't
of
have
Daisy.
any. We're gonna do some on some shorts and stuff still. You have any shorts planned with Abby?
Nothing big right now. I think I had a couple that I put on her YouTube site. But I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, we gotta get more of her.
Yeah, she's already got 3 on our YouTube stuff, so I didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
But I think there'll be something coming. I think I might do a training video.
That's a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot.
I might, but mostly because not just because the doggo app's been really helpful, But the thing that's really helped her and I, my wife and I, is watching that Standing Stone Kennels. And
Yeah.
they basically, they're GSP breeders and trainers, and they do other dogs as well. But I really like how gentle they are with their animals, and I really like their training
Yeah, it's all
methods.
positive.
Yeah, it's all positive.
Yeah.
It's what they call free shaping.
Yep.
And I wish I had learned about that a long time ago. It's so much easier.
Than being mean.
Oh,
I mean,
any-
that used
most
to be how
other
you
me-
train dogs.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of brute force
Yeah.
almost in a way. Not that I ever hit my dogs or nothing like that, but
I have not either,
Yeah.
but I've like seen it happen because
right.
at least that's
I've probably smacked them in the butt or something.
why
like that
I
at
smack
some
Daisy all
point.
the time. She
Yeah.
loves that shit.
But mostly just to grab their attention, that sort of thing.
Oh.
Stop doing that sort of thing. But it's so much nicer to like my relationship with my older dog was fantastic. We always had it was, but this dog, it feels like we're going to even be closer because I can really take in the time to like, oh, okay, that's what makes it. That's what's making it.
Well, because like
together.
every dog is
Yeah.
different too.
Yeah.
Like every dog has their own personality. There's food-driven dogs. There's touch-driven dogs. There's toy-driven dogs. Like every dog is
This
different.
one is like, ooh, driven
Which is so
hard. Oh
Daisy
my
is
God.
like the opposite. Daisy could not give less of a shit.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts because I like when I tried. So I off-leash trained her. I think we've talked about that before too. I off-leash trained her like completely.
Yeah.
So when I finally did go to take her for a walk, it was a disaster because she had never been on a leash before, and she was 70 pounds. So she was just a nightmare to try to take for a
Yeah.
walk. So I was like, oh, I'll just bring training treats, and I'll get her to
I'll
just
make this work.
yeah, like I'll just do it. I'm like shoving treats in her face. I'm like, eat the fucking treat, eat the goddamn treat, and she doesn't give a fuck. She's just like, I don't even. But she's very odd because she's not even she doesn't have much of a nose, so she's she's not a big sniffer. She follows Nala around. Like when Nala's like tracking, she'll like go right behind Nala and she'll just be like, oh, take me to it, and I'll fuck it up. But that's all she does. But so it's really odd when we're on walks. She doesn't smell. She doesn't sniff. She literally is just like, I'm walking, and I'm not stopping.
Going in that direction.
And that's like all. That's all she does. So there's like you can't stop her. You can't take the other dog because like Nala wants to sniff everything. Yeah. So Nala's trying to like sniff, and Daisy's just like, we're going, no matter what. So what I ended up started doing, which actually was working really well, is I attached Nala to Daisy. So then Daisy was just like, no, we're going, and Nala couldn't do anything about it. So Daisy's just like, we're going.
Dragging Nala down the street.
Nala gets so upset. You just have to walk. I try to walk them separately because they both have such different wants for the walks.
Gaits are so much different.
But it's really funny when we walk together and I attach her to Daisy. She'll find a scent and she'll try to like sniff it, and she's getting like dragged away by Daisy, and she'll just start like
Get mad at Daisy?
She doesn't even get mad. She just like whines. She just like looks back at the thing and she's like
Well,
This is a long one.
yeah, we kind of went a little bit long. I
Yeah.
think we might have to edit some stuff.
Well, there's a couple parts that have to come out anyway.
Yeah.
But so that's good though.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I think that was a good episode.
Yeah, I think
We're getting better.